Hi, my name's Demara, and I'm going to be doing today a short but a reading of Star Oracle cards. Usually each day I get to pick one card or just shuffle the cards and see which one comes out on top for us for guidance for the day. But today we had a whole wad of cards that just dropped out as I shuffled them, and I always take this as a sign from the universe, which it is, to actually take time and do a longer reading. This is only I think it's 5 cards. Yeah, 5 cards, but they're really, really important. The first card out was the Blue Flame, which is about that spontaneous awakening. The time when things start to really change in our lives, and it can be quite shocking and quite surprising. A lot of people think this awakening process is sort of amazing, glamorous, exceptional in all ways. But sometimes it's quite messy, where things come upon us suddenly, and we're also, we may be activated in joy, but we can also be in a little bit of fear, because if we're not used to the sorts of things that can happen where spontaneous answers to questions come in, we start to see in a different way, like we have accentuated vision on another level. We start to see auras around people, or we start to get downloads of information. This isn't always like joyous to some people. It can make them feel that they're out of control, actually. So be aware that this is all okay, and you really need to trust the process and let the awakening unfold. The next card out, and this is a complete set, really, a set of 5 cards about the awakening. This card here is Jump In. This is where we get a real sense of adventure, and we want to, really go for the change. And we can be too excitable at this time and not think about the disciplines we need to have in place in order to carry out and be available for this whole process long term. So be aware of this. Keep up your disciplines. It's always usually the disciplines that we do that when we start to take out old habits, take out anesthetizing, get into activating ourselves in the now moment, meditating, that the activation starts. But then what some people do is they just jump into the adventure, hit the road with everything they know so far, which isn't a lot, and they forget the disciplines. So yes, there's a jumping in, and it's amazing. It's a great adventure. But you need to keep up the disciplines. That is the most important thing. And even take on more disciplines. Start to think about your diet changes that you need to put in place. You don't want heavy food. You want light food to keep the energy going. You want to be available. So you need your energy on a high, which means you need to sleep enough. You need to keep good company. That's really important, to keep good company so that the heavy, darker energies of other people don't pull you down. The next point, and most people hit this, is the void. This is the void where you realize that you need to pull back and take care of yourself, and also rest, because you can't keep going with the same high energy and not take those times to reflect, integrate, and really love yourself, really be there for yourself, and keep processing all those bits of you that you need to reclaim in a positive way. So the shadow is no longer lurking in your performance, your relationships, and your actions in the world. So you need to go back to the womb void time, where you snuggle up, you sit down with a piece of paper and maybe write out all the things you've been thinking about through the last couple of days or the last few weeks or whatever, and integrate and comfort yourself. Okay, and then we, you know, something that must never be forgotten is where we are. And this is the earth and the energy of the earth. And this is about the earth pulsing, the earth energies, and that we need to reconnect to the earth. And the main one of these is to walk in nature, walk on the earth barefoot, connect, let all your electrons in your body line up, because that's what happens when you take off those usually rubber-soled shoes and reconnect to the earth. Something huge happened when man took on shoes because they never got the healing after that period that they really needed. And now it's usually only children who naturally want to run around barefoot. But we need to get back to that child in ourselves that recognizes the healing from running about in nature. And just even if you have a small patch of lawn, grass outside your house, just pad up and down on that for 5 minutes and it will change everything. It can change the mood that you were in. It can change the expression that you have within yourself at that moment and change it to have full validity of who you really are by lining up all the electrons in your body. And the fifth card here is then when you are involved in this cycle of renewal, activation, renewal, then what starts to happen is you are receiving outside of this tightly enclosed space of our earth and its atmosphere. You are then reconnecting to your birthplace, which is the cosmos, where you will return to and where you can be connected for the rest of your life is the cosmos and the cosmic energies. So behind being able to channel, receive messages, receive advice, receive a connection of energy and joy and ecstasy is these disciplines. Being available for the journey and not just thinking that it's magic and you get activated and then you're there. You're not. This is an ongoing process for the rest of your life. I have been involved in this process for myself and others for around 40 years. And my ongoing process is even more devoted to making sure I'm doing everything I need to do. And I don't think this ever ends. There's never that time when, chung, you're just connected in and you don't have to do anything, because we are those spiritual beings in a physical body. And it's the fact that we're in a physical body and not just in our light body that means we have to discipline ourselves and do all the things that keep us truly connected to our light body whilst we're in a physical body. I hope this helps people that are activating now and or maybe just newly on their journey, or even those who have been on their journey and have forgotten all the disciplines and need to get back to them, because this is truly our life's path. So please subscribe, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, because it would be great to get this information out to more and more people. There are more and more people on our planet that are awakening. This is the Great Awakening. So it would be great to get this information out to them. Thank you for allowing me into your space this morning.